This is India. 140 crore plus people living in this country, thriving each and every day. On my back here, you can see shanties like these where people not just live but their families also stay with them. They work here in big cities, earn their living, and only count their blessings for the next day. Right opposite to these shanties are the big skyscrapers, the multinational companies that are making this part of the national capital their hub. Whether it is in sync with what India needs as of now, and can India really stand up to the expectation of the world with a population as big as 140 crore? Is it possible for India to make this resource, this big demographic dividend, a thing to their advantage? Come, let's find out.
विजुअली के ऊपर ब्लेम करना ठीक नहीं है कि एवरीवन थिंक अबाउट कि मैं ही फैमिली पे कंट्रोल करूं. गवर्नमेंट को भी इसमें कुछ करना चाहिए. एंड जो इंडिया की जो चाइनीज की पॉलिसी थी वो पॉलिसी कहीं ना कहीं फ्रूटफुल रही है.
कहीं बहुत फ़ायदा होता है, कहीं बहुत नुकसान भी होता है कि इतनी पॉपुलेशन बढ़ रही है तो जॉब्स कम हो रही हैं, और कहीं बहुत फ़ायदा भी है कि हाँ हमारे पॉपुलेशन बढ़ रही है तो वर्किंग स्टाइल भी अब चेंज हो रहा है. हम बिज़नेस में भी डिफरेंट लोग डिफरेंट तरीके के बिज़नेस करते हैं, एम्प्लॉयज मिल रहा है. तो इट डिपेंड कि पॉपुलेशन कहीं हाँ ज़्यादा हो रहा है, कहीं कहते हैं ना कि एम्प्लॉयमेंट नहीं मिल रहा, तो उन लोगों को नुकसान हो रहा है. कहाँ, क्योंकि पॉपुलेशन, अब पॉल्यूशन भी बढ़ रहा है. जितना ज़्यादा पॉपुलेशन उतना ज़्यादा पॉल्यूशन. तो इट डिपेंड्स कि आप कहाँ रह रहे हैं. जैसे हम अगर गांव में चले जाएं, रूरल एरिया में चले जाएं, तो वहाँ पॉल्यूशन नहीं रहता. पॉपुलेशन है पर वहाँ बहुत सुकून सा रहता है, ग्रीनरी रहती है. लेकिन अगर आप नोएडा, दिल्ली या आप मुंबई चले जाएं तो वहाँ पे पॉल्यूशन के साथ पॉपुलेशन भी है.
According to me, it is harm for the country. Like I can take the example of my hometown Muzaffarnagar. There are, if we can take 100% area, around 10 years back, only 20% is populated. 80% contains the trees and agriculture fields. But now 50-60% is occupied with the population within the 10 years, and only 40% of the land is available for the agriculture. So we can clearly see that the agriculture is declining, population is increasing. So from where did we get the food, the wheat, rice and veggies? So this leads to increase the burden on the government.
गवर्नमेंट जॉब जो है उसके लिए एक क्राइटेरिया होना चाहिए कि अगर 2 से ज़्यादा बच्चे हैं तो उनको जॉब नहीं मिलेगा.
एक लिमिट में ही रहना चाहिए कि उतने चाइल्ड होने चाहिए, और हम लोग फ्यूचरिस्टिक सोचना चाहिए कि अगर इतने चाइल्ड होगा इन लोगों को हम लोग संभाल सकते हैं उतने लोग को, तो हम लोग को उसके अकॉर्डिंग ही अपने फ्यूचर को आगे लेके चलना चाहिए.
Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, no one had thought that in a country as big as India, this particular signature of keeping India clean would resonate with the masses. Now, today we are assessing the role of India as the world celebrates Population Day. This is something which is very innate to India, very important for India to take note of, and needless to say, standing in the heat of this summer in the national capital of India, one thing is pretty certain, as you heard many people saying also, that for India as of now, the road ahead is only to create jobs and also empower the younger generation and make them aware about the merits and demerits of family planning, and also taking a holistic approach of how this population, this big population, can be put to practice. Countries like China have done it before. They have tried implementing one-child policy, but it has backfired at them. And like many other countries where the older population starts increasing and the workforce starts decreasing. In India, the situation is different. Nearly 74% of the Indian population as of now is under 35 years of old. That's as per the 2011 census. And if that is the scenario, then India has the potential and all the chances to convert this demographic dividend into one of its biggest strengths. This is Pankaj Mishra signing off for One India.